What's going on, guys? This is Anthony with Jhuly's Aquatics and Gardening, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be planting up this container with some probably unusual plants. I have a dogwood that I don't know what to do with, and I think I'm going to pop it in here and try to fit in a couple other things around the base. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I also want to show you guys how I hook up my pots to my drip system, because my supplies are finally in, and I'm going to be going around and hooking all of my containers into my drip system so I can stop watering. I'm also going to be putting one of my hanging baskets on my drip system, but I'll show you that in another video. I got this container from Home Depot. I'll try to remember to put a link to it down below. It's a pretty neat container. It looks like concrete, but it's really lightweight. So I'm going to be potting this up. I'm going to be showing you guys how I hook it into my drip system, and we'll see how it turns out. So come on in closer and I'll show you the steps on putting pots into your irrigation system. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to need is this 1/4-inch distribution tubing. This doesn't have any emitter holes. It just, again, is a distribution tube which carries the water from your main pipe up through this shorter pipe and into your container. So in order to connect it, you're going to need one of these barb connectors. And so pretty much you just take your distribution tubing and your barb connector, hopefully you can see, and you just push it in. Like that. Can you see that? So that's what it looks like. Alright, and then I'm just going to push this end into my, you can see it down there, that brown tubing. I'm just going to push this into that brown tubing and then run it up through the bottom of my container through the drain hole. Alright, so you want to make sure that you've got sufficient play with your tube once you run it up through the drain hole. Now this is obviously too long. I'm gonna cut it probably about here. Right, like so. Now from here you have different options. Some people tee off and they add individual emitters. I'm going to be using this brown tubing that has emitter holes about every 6 inches or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in one of these little barbed tees. Hopefully you can see that. Through this end here, like so. And it does take a little bit of effort to push these guys in, but once you get them in, they stay in. Then I'm going to take my brown tubing, put it through one end, like so, and it's easier to do this, trust me, before your plants and your soil goes in. Put that in, and then I'm going to quickly measure about how much I'll need. Boom. Cut it off. Boom, and hook it back into itself, like so. And then once I get my soil and everything in, I'll be able to tack it down, and there it is. Boom. So let's plant. Alright, so I've got this filled up with my homemade potting mix, which I just put out a video on, and I'll link that up above and in the description. Now, I don't know if this is gonna work out, but this is an arrowwood viburnum. It gets 6 to 8 feet tall and wide. Or no, I'm sorry, 10 feet tall, 8 feet wide. So hopefully I'll be able to control some of that growth by growing it in a pot. And this is really in here. Now, I've talked previously about, or in one of my Tuesday tips, I believe it was on planting rosemary, about how inspecting the soil mix that the plant comes in will inform you about the type of soil needs and drainage that it needs. Now, I'm noticing that in here there's a lot of sand, which means that this particular plant wants quite a bit of drainage. And so, I'm gonna do my best to provide that. Now, I am really second guessing myself here, big time, but I'm gonna go with it against my better judgment, and we'll see what happens, folks. I'm gonna step back and take a look at this. All right, so against my better judgment, I'm gonna go with it. I'm just gonna loosen up the root ball quite a bit. So change of plan. I wasn't feeling that. And so I decided to grab this Winecraft Black Smoke Bush, which I've got pruned into a bit of a tree form, that I'm gonna try in this pot instead. And don't be afraid to change up your plans, guys. If you originally thought of a plan and while executing the plan it seems as if it's not going to work, then change the plan. Right. Now, I think I like this a lot better. And I think I like the contrast between the dark foliage and the pot. And I think it's going to do really well in this container. All right, so I've already started to form my drip tubing in the middle of the plant. And now, as you can see, I've been limbing it up, and I'm going to get rid of this little branch here because it doesn't fit the form that I'm going for. So I'm going to take that off, and beautiful. I like it. And I can probably try to root this piece somewhere else. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm really blown out. The sun is out, and I was trying to get this project done before the sun came out, but alas, that did not happen. I don't know what's going on with my pruners. All right, so I'm roughing up the root ball. I forgot to add my Osmocote, which I'm going to add here in a bit, and I'm kind of trying to back this up and to the left of the container. I don't want it totally centered. All right, so Osmocote going in. All right, so now I'm just gonna tell you guys what I'm gonna be adding in here, and then I'll just speed up the rest of this video, and hopefully it turns out well. I've got a chartreuse colored heuchera, and look at the contrast between those two plants. And I've got another one over there in I Spy Fun and Games, and I've got a little impatient here that I'm gonna try to plant as well. So let me speed this part up, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. that's it, guys. I am so sorry about the harshness of the light right now. I'm at that point in the day where half of this bed is in sun, half is in shade. So please forgive the harshness of the light. But I love the way this turned out. I wasn't planning to put that smoke bush in there, but I think it's perfect. I needed that dark color in this flower bed up against the house, and I think it worked out well. And I've got this underplanted with two heucheras, or one is a heucherella, so I Spy Fun and Games, and the other one is a citronella. I think that's what the tag said, heuchera. But again, that's how you hook up your container on drip, and that's how you plant a container without having any purpose or plan. Thanks for hanging out with me again today, guys. I really appreciate all the recent subscribers, the support, the likes, the comments, the shares. And we're inching ever so close to 1,000 subscribers. So guys, please, please, please share these videos out. Tag a friend, let them know what's going on at Jhuly's Aquatics and Gardening, and let's keep building this awesome community. I appreciate you guys so much. I really, really do. I didn't expect the channel to get where it is, and I'm excited about it. So please join me for the ride, and let's see how far we can go. I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, in all things, give thanks, and take care of yourselves out there, guys.